Hello, good evening.
Good
Hello.
evening, teacher.
Hello, Liliana.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to stop my video just
Hello, teacher.
because it is going to be faster if I close it. Okay, hello, Isabel. Blanca. Okay, so let me see something. We are going to wait a minute, just a minute, in order to start at 8:05 and see if any other person is going to enter.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so good evening for the rest of the people. Wilton, Sharon, Giancarlo, Carlos, for everybody. Okay, we have 9 people today. I would like to start. I don't know if you are listening to me. Hello.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. I would like to start asking you if you have any question about the things, the materials, the um, the videos that you have watched. Any question?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Teacher, I got a question for saying something, and it's about the workshop
Okay.
for this unit. I truly don't understand how to solve the first point.
What is the first point?
It's you should understand these terms and concepts from this unit.
Mm-hmm.
You write for
4
statement.
points. Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what do I have to do here in this part.
Okay. What I want you to notice is that these are like the topics that are like essential for you to understand what are you going to do in the next ones, in the next points. But what you can do in here, let me show you. Let me show you because I didn't share the screen.
Yes.
Here, what you can do in here is try to make a summary, an explanation, or give an example of what is happening here, right? Or what is this about?
Okay.
Yeah, I am not going to take this into account, but it is easier for you to understand. I take into account from point number 2 and
Okay.
on. Yeah, but I think that it is going to be very useful if you do something like a summary here about what a performative utterance is, or a consecutive utterance, or a performative verb. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, according to this, can you please tell me what is a performative utterance?
A performative utterance is um the speech where I'm referring about some kind of action.
But what is the particularity of that action? Because it says that it is performative.
Mm, let me just.
Can you please think of an example? Let me see the chat. Oh, I cannot see the chat. Where's the site? What's the chat? Where is the chat? Oh,
Mm,
sorry, I lost the chat. Okay, here. It
well,
performs one act and simultaneously describes the same. Okay, but give me an example of that. Because Blanca is saying that it performs some act and simultaneously describes the same. This is like the definition. Yes, and you can write the definition in here. Yep, but could
um,
you please give me an example?
mm, is saying something that I'm going to, I don't know, to pick up the coin in the floor.
Okay, so we are going to analyze this speech act. I'm going to pick up the coin from the floor. Let me see. What is one of the requirements of the performative utterance? The first requirement is that the performative utterance must be in present.
Yes, it's a simultaneous act.
Yes, so it
I'm
must be
hearing
in
the
present.
action while I'm doing it, right?
Yes, so it must be in present. Simple. Yep. So this is the first requirement. Present simple. Is your example in present simple?
No,
No. So this is not an example of a performative act, speech act.
but I can say I'm picking up.
Present simple.
I pick up.
Okay, now pay attention to this. When you say, I pick up the coin from the floor.
You are writing in another.
Yeah. Sorry. What I am doing, pay attention to this. This is very important. When we are analyzing the speech acts, we are trying to see what we are doing with our words. Yeah? What are you doing in here with these words? What I
Picking up
am
the coin.
No, you are not picking up the coin with your words. Can you notice the point? What are you doing with the words? Not the action, the physical action that you are doing, but what are you doing with the words?
Explain the words.
So, sorry, give me a second.
Mm, the words.
Sorry, but again, what are you doing with the words in here?
I describe the action with the words.
Okay, very good. Can you listen? Can you please speak up? So you say describe the action and pay attention to the definition. Perform some acts simultaneously describe the same. Is this sentence a performative speech act? Are you doing the same thing that you are saying in the words? Because this is the definition. You perform some act. This is the first part. Simultaneously describe the same. With these words, I pick up the coin from the floor. Are you performing what you are doing? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
No, why?
No.
Why, teacher? Because maybe in
Pay
the moment
attention to
that,
this, Flor.
that
I'm
I
going to
am
try.
speaking,
I know, yes, you are picking, but with your hand. But when you are speaking, you don't do what you are saying.
but we can say exactly at the same at the same
Yes,
moment.
it doesn't matter the tense. The point is that the performs and acts simultaneously describe the same. Yes?
I see.
So, for
Can you give
example,
us an example?
yes, of course, I'm going to give you an example. Es que se me viene solo a la cabeza el mismo de siempre. I'm going to try to...
Or maybe
this one. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this example. This one. I apologize. What are you doing when you are saying, I apologize? What are you doing?
I don't know.
We are
Apologizing.
apologizing.
Yes, apologizing. And this is a performative verb. You are saying, I apologize, and you are apologizing at the same time. Yes, so you are doing what you are saying. I know that this is a very a little complicated, yes, to understand. But with this,
Teacher,
yes,
the fact is that in the previous example, there are some kind of action that we just talk
yes,
about it, but we don't speak about it.
yes, you
For
are
example,
speaking, okay.
if I saw that coin in the floor, so I thought that I'm going to take it, but I'm not saying that I'm going to do it. I just thought about
No, that's not the point. Let me, sorry.
it. My goodness.
Pay attention to this. I'm going to try to explain this in English. If I can't, I'm going to explain it in Spanish. Because I know that the notion of perform sometimes is very complicated, right? When, for example, in here, this example of apologize. When you say, I apologize, you are apologizing. But when you say, I pick up, are you picking up with your words?
It is possible.
No. ¿Con tus
Why,
palabras? ¿Con lo
No,
que estás
that-
diciendo, con lo que estás diciendo recoges?
With the hands.
Con las manos. So for that reason, you are saying that describe an action in here. You are not performing the same action with your words. Okay? So this
It
is
has
like
to be physical.
when it is physical, when
example-
you are describing something physical, you are not doing a performative utterance.
Teacher, it's very similar the situation. For example, in this case, somebody is by the door, and I said, "Oh, don't worry, I opened the door."
No, this is descriptive. This is another kind of a speech act. This is not performative because you are not. You are, for example, in that case or
I opened
in
the door
another
with my
situation.
hands.
In another situation, when you say, I'm sorry, or sorry. When you say sorry, the word sorry implies that you are
Apologize.
apologizing. So you are sorry. Do you understand? I'm going to show you here some performative verbs. These are the performative verbs. So this is like the solution in here. And performative verbs. For example, admit. If you say, I admit, what are you
You are
doing?
admitting. You are admitting.
Yes. At the same time, you see, you are saying and doing the thing or the same action or the action at the same time. With the words. Con las palabras, with the words. Yes? I advise. What are you doing?
Advising.
Advising, you see? But when you say I pick up, you are not picking up with your words. You are picking up with your body. Exactly. So it is not performative. Okay?
But teacher, also teaching is a performative verb?
No. No. Teaching is an action that it is external to the words. No. You can say, for example, here, affirm.
I affirm that I don't understand.
Yes. Y cuando estás diciendo I affirm, tú estás afirmando. Entonces estás diciendo, estás haciendo lo que estás diciendo con las palabras. Okay?
Agree, for example. Agree, yes.
Yes, I agree. I agree. So when you agree, you are with the word, you are doing the thing. Yes? I know that it is a little confusing. I don't know
Teacher,
if everybody is confused.
when I say thanks,
Sorry?
thanks, thank you, I thank.
You are thinking.
That is another verb. Like,
Yes, it could be another one,
thank,
right?
thank.
Because you are performing the same action. Yes? So, in conclusion, here, very easy. A performative verb needs to be not a physical verb. Okay, a physical verb, I mean with physical, is that represents an action that you have to move or something is moving. It is not here. Okay? Yes? For example, when I say congratulate you, I congratulate you. I am doing what I am saying. Yes? Is it clear or not that clear?
Yes, teacher, it's very clear.
Yes, it's clear.
Sure?
Yes, I
Well,
guess.
okay.
More or less, teacher, because I'm thinking in this moment that there are some actions that we think to do, but I don't know how we can express it or make the performance about it. So I was thinking in teach.
No, teach is an action.
Yes. but I mean,
Teacher, a question. What happened with the verb love?
With what?
With the verb love and hate, for example.
It is
No.
not talking.
No, it is not performative.
Yeah.
or plan is a performative one.
Which one?
Plan.
No.
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 When I have to talk.
Speak. Arley says that if speak is performative, no. No, pay attention to here, to the examples of performatives. And they have a specific function. The function that they have is to do what they say. Yes? It is very, very, very... I know that this is complicated. This is the most complicated topic that you are going to find in here to understand this. But it is not that complicated. It is not that difficult to see these verbs and pay attention to those verbs, only those verbs. Yes, and to see that those verbs are doing what they are saying. Yeah? For example, this one, order. If I say, I order you to write something, when I say I order, I am giving an order at the same time.
Mm, these verbs are the ones that we talk about it, but we are not performing with our body.
No, we are performing with our words,
Yes,
not with the body
yes,
or with any other thing. Because, for example, think is not a performative verb.
yeah.
Yes? And we are not doing it with our body. But it is not a performative verb. Yep.
Okay.
I know that this is complicated, but let's
Pray
try.
is a performative one. Pray.
Pray? No. No. It is not a performative. No. None. Focus on this
Excuse me.
kind. Yes.
Very good.
About the verb bless. When you bless a person,
Yes, it is a performative.
and I know that my classmate Flor-Delis mentioned one verb that I would like that you clarify a little bit for me, and it's the verb love. You say that it's not a performative verb.
No,
Can you
it is not.
extend the explanation why? Because it's not clear for me. Thank you, teacher.
Why it is not a performative verb? Because it is not something that you are doing with the word.
Ay, teacher. It's kind of
If I say
I can understand.
I
Teacher, for
don't have.
example,
if I say I love you, I don't need
Involve
an
several actions.
Yeah, for example, Liliana, or I don't know, you are saying, or maybe it's Flor. She says, I love you.
yes, I said.
La palabra love no implica una acción per se. ¿Sí? Cuando yo digo love, no estoy amando, o sea, no estoy diciendo, no estoy mostrando el amar ahí.
It's a feeling.
Cuando yo digo, por ejemplo, aquí admit, y yo digo admito que, cuando yo digo admito,
I admit that I don't
estoy
understand.
admitiendo. Yes, but listen. Estoy admitiendo algo y estoy haciendo la misma acción. O sea, no hay ninguna otra explicación allí. Simplemente estoy admitiéndolo. Right? Por ejemplo, si yo digo apologize, lo que estoy haciendo con apologize, I apologize, es apologizing. Yes? Pero si yo digo I love you, no es que esté haciendo, no es que esté amando. O el verbo mismo no implica la acción de amar. El amar es un sentimiento y los sentimientos no son performativos.
I hate.
Tampoco.
but
No es performativo. It is
I
not performative.
understand that
What I understand
feelings
is
are
that
not performative because you can express it as well. Because for saying something, love somebody involves several actions and other stuff. But allow something or permit something is a performative one.
Sí, yes. Permit is performative.
it is related with the function. If in the same word that you are saying, you are expressing the function of the word,
Yes.
and that word at the same time is describing the same action and giving the same
teacher,
function, a performative verb, right?
Yes, yes, very good. Very good, Adley. Yes. Who's speaking? Who's speaking?
with the teacher, if I say, for example, this expression, the priest or I bautizar,
Yes.
and I'm doing the same with my hands, it's not a performative?
It could be.
Because I was trying to explain this in my forum.
But it depends on the
contribution.
it depends on the it depends on the connotation.
And
Because
also
I
it's
think
about,
because I think that baptize is an action. a separated action from the word. Yes, and it is different. For example, when I say I name. Yes, I named you, or I named you Wilton. Yes, I am giving you a name.
But in this situation, we must use the adjective hereby.
Hereby.
Hereby, I hereby name you.
Yes, but it
Okay.
is in some cases because okay, in here we can use name in isolation. Yeah, you don't need hereby to change the performative or turn it into performative. Okay, so pay attention to this. This is like an example. When someone utters a performative statement, she's not only saying something but also doing something, but it is doing what they are saying. Here, I consent to be married when I say I do.
Teacher, but this utterance,
Yes, emphasize is a performative verb.
it depends about the meaning of the utterance. Because for consent, I mean, if
Yes, in this case, it depends on the context, right? In this case, because when I say I do, I am analyzing in the context that what they say is that I consent. Yes, I consent. This is the implication on here of this verb. So we can have the performative verb as in this example, I apologize. So I apologize to you when I say I apologize. This is a performative directly, or we can have an expression in here when I say I do. And actually here, this verb is an auxiliary verb. Okay, so the implication of this action is to say I do, is to consent. Yep. In here, I christened the ship when I say I name this ship, right? Christen. So it is like giving a name to something.
In this case, it's different to call.
When the sense is the same, no. It is not different. But when the sense is the same.
In this case, we can use instead of name call.
I call this ship, yes. Okay. But it is not different. It is different. Okay.
In another context.
It is because of the context, and it is because of the sense.
But for example, if I say I call you tomorrow morning, it is
no, it is not performative.
Okay, yes.
Because you are not doing what you are saying.
You need a phone.
And it's a future plan.
It is a future plan. Even if you have a phone, you can say I called you. It is not performative.
Yes, yes. But if I say I call this ship the Queen Elizabeth, in this case, yes.
It is because you are doing what you are saying.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. Okay. I know that this is not easy. I repeat, but I think that it is a little more clear, right? I don't know.
Teacher, if I invite someone to have lunch, what happened with the to invite?
Sorry?
Is it performative?
Sorry?
I said that if I invite someone to have lunch, is that a performative verb to invite?
When you say I invite you.
Okay.
Yes, it is performative because you are doing what you are saying. Okay, so pay attention to these properties. I know that you have checked this one, but anyway, it is in indicative. So the first thing is that the declarative statements or the performative statements must be in the indicative. Yeah, so it is more or less the present. And you have to use I. If you change the verb, it is not a performative anymore. Sorry, the verb, no, the subject. Yeah, for example, if you say they name, as in this example, when you say they name the ship the Queen Elizabeth, it is not performative.
But if I say I accept the money, is right.
Yes, it is a performative.
Mm,
Accept, but because it is in present and because it's you, or I mean I. Yes, the
That is
pronoun.
something that I am doing in this moment. I'm attending to your class.
No,
No,
no, this is another kind of action.
no.
You are doing in this moment that, but you are not saying what you are doing with the words.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So if I say I accept your apologize, I am performing. I accept that. Yeah. These utterances are not plausible thought as being true or false. So we are not discussing here if it is true or false. Yes.
Yeah, because it is not necessary to show if it is true or false because like it is evident that you are performing the action with the words.
Yes, but you cannot say, and it is not relevant that if it is true or false, because my intention could be sarcastic. Yes, when you say, for example, I'm sorry. Yes, or I apologize for that. Yeah, it could be false, but anyway, you are doing the action. Yes, from the from the performance. Yep. When something is in past, when you change this into past, it is not performative anymore. Okay?
And also if it's a plan, it's not a performance.
If it is a plan, it is not a performative. For example, I will apologize with him.
No.
No, it is not performative. I will apologize. It's not performative anymore.
Only in present.
Only in present when you are doing the action.
And only
Yes?
first person.
Yes,
Pronoun.
exactly.
Okay.
It means that these performative adverbs are also state verbs. Okay? They are also state verbs. They cannot work in present continuous. Yep. Okay. Is it better now?
More or less.
More or less. Is no. The implication of that sentence is no. Okay, here we have describing versus performing.
Yeah.
Yes. So the example that you gave me, I pick up the coin from the floor. It is a description. So you are describing what you are doing. Yes.
Yeah.
Performative utterances doesn't describe. They don't describe. They say what you do. Okay. They don't describe. When I say I apologize, I am not reporting some inner mental state of apologizing. My saying I apologize constitutes my apology. Yeah. I apologize is the apology. For that reason, it is performing. Yeah.
For example, propose. I propose to change
This
the
is performative.
yeah.
That is performative because you are proposing while you say I propose.
And no matter if I'm going to propose an action or
No, it
I,
doesn't matter. But the fact that you say propose, I propose, you are proposing.
and that's it.
And that's it.
Okay.
And that's performative. Okay. Really promising. Yeah. It is easy to fall into the trap, however, of thinking performatives are reports. Reports is when we are talking about the past or something that has happened. For example, we may think that when we can say I promise to be there tomorrow. But here this promise without really promising. If there is a gap, we might construe this statement as a report that could be true or false, depending on whether I really promise. So in this case, what we can see is that the intention is important in some cases. Okay? If there is a gap, this part is very important. If there is a gap, means that there is something that is not clear in the question or in the sentence or in the statement. Yeah, so for example here, I promise to be there tomorrow without really promising. So we have to see. So I correct myself. If we are being sarcastic, it is not
A performance.
a performance because you can say that it is true or false. Hmm? Okay, of course, this doesn't mean that saying getting married is merely a matter of saying I do, but that saying I do is partly constitute getting married. So this is the question, or maybe the thing that we have to pay attention here. I do implies I accept. It is the same thing, right? So what we have to do is that in the context is I accept. Yep.
But teacher saying, I suppose you are going to understand is a performative also.
I can?
I
Sorry?
suppose,
Yes.
but that is something that I'm saying, but also
I
involves I
suppose.
suppose,
Let me think. Let me think. I suppose.
because I can say
No.
I suppose my student will understand my point. So
No. But I suppose it is not performative. No. You are not supposing. No. It is not performative.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Why, teacher?
Oh,
I don't understand the
teacher,
case of
I don't understand that because
What?
I'm supposing
if I suppose, I suppose.
if yeah.
Yeah, but it
and
is like a
also
mental state.
I can say I
If I say
suppose
I
that
suppose, I'm supposing, isn't it?
supposing.
Teacher, it isn't
No.
personal because
It's more or less. Sorry.
can see your thoughts.
It is no, it is just it is more or less what you are what it is more or less the same thing when you say I think, but when you say I think, you are not expressing thinking with the word think, right? It is exactly the same. So when you say I suppose, you are imagining. It is more or less the same. And when you are imagining, you are not imagining with the word. I mean, it is not performative in that case, right? So
And the
the
word imagine.
relation, no, it is not performative because it is a mental process. That's a mental process. That is a mental process. Okay. So if you think that imagine is a
Believe.
performative, it is not. Believe
We
is
are
a
still confused.
no. Believe is a mental process as well. It is not performative. No, it is not performative as such. If it is a mental process, we cannot say that it is a
A performance.
performative. No, because there is an action in somewhere else. Yes, in the case of apologizing, there is an action in the same word. Yeah, or in the case of admit. Okay, here. Sometimes we have some circumstances that let us attribute as performative to some verbs or to some aspects. So here we have some rules that enabling performatives. Yeah. So the rule number one says a convention governing a certain use of an utterance and licensing it to perform its function must be in place at the time of the utterance. So in this case, the example is the same that we said when you are getting married, you say I do. So in this case, what you are doing is replacing
I accept.
exactly
Or replace?
Replacing this one instead this one, right? So you are giving a license to perform the function of this one. Okay? Any case you can say I do as this one, and it could be the contextual as well. So I don't know if you really apologize, and you say maybe
Yes.
I do. So when you do this one again, what you are doing is apologizing. Yeah. So you are replacing this with this and giving the license to this to do this action. Right? Okay. So let's see the example. Rule 1 may be violated in case where I say to my wife, I divorce you, since there is no recognition convention by which one can divorce one's wife by saying that I have actually succeeded in divorcing my wife. I have not actually succeeded. So when you say I divorce you, you are not doing what you are saying. So you are not giving this one. So there is a violation here, right? Okay, let me see. Hmm. Okay, we are not going to pay attention to that, but okay. So I suppose that you understood these performative utterance and performative verbs, right? So do you have any question about what is a constative utterance? Or could you please give me
When
the
we
explanation?
do an assertion.
Sorry?
When we do an assertion.
Okay, so what does it mean? Give me an example.
For instance, I hit you in your face. I guess.
Really?
I pay you tomorrow.
Okay. I pay you tomorrow. So you are promising.
Mm,
Yes?
but the verb would be in present.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
I
what is another characteristic of that constative? What is another characteristic of that constative utterance? Hello?
Wait, teacher, I'm thinking.
Let us think.
Yeah. It is like what you say. Okay. Let us think. For example, that one is a constative utterance.
Which
Let me
one?
think.
Let me think.
Um,
I'm trying to figure out this,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe we can use. Um, I am planning my class of English for 8th grade. So saying
Hmm. Okay. Is it constative?
I'm planning, but I can say I'm complaining about this, and it's a
I complain. But,
Now,
but when you
complain is
say
informative.
yes, but exactly, I was about to say that. When you say complain, you are complaining.
But it's not a constative utteran.
Hmm.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you, Francisco. It is, it is a constative. Yes.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Bye
Bye
teacher.
bye.
bye.
Bye bye,
Or
Francisco.
Catch you
Take
next
care.
week.
or
Teacher, so
we
we have
met.
a
Yeah.
question. When you say, I understand what an utterance is, but I don't understand maybe what you mean with a constitutive utterance. I don't understand maybe like the characteristic to be constitutive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a constative could be something that, or an expression or an utterance that, for example, reports an event or describes a situation or a condition, right? And usually it needs to have. Oh, sorry a second. I had to plug my computer. Sorry. Okay, it needs to have a or to fulfill some mm, conditions in the terms of being true or not. Okay. Gosh. Hello. Can you listen?
No. Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, but my connection
Uh, y-
was weak. Okay, so pay attention to this. What constative utterance must refer is that what you say must be like constative. There must be something evidence or some evidence that what you are saying is true. Yeah.
Can you
For
give us?
example, for example, the weather the weather in Cali is cold.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe,
Mhm,
but I don't know.
mhm.
Yes, so I
Right.
cannot have a constancy or something that I can say that it is true. Yeah,
Teacher,
Maybe.
for
Or
instance,
teacher.
for instance, if I can say, lion is the king of animals.
it is constative.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
I
Teacher. Or maybe if I say in this moment, our teacher is tired.
yes,
I
very
don't
good.
know.
Yeah, but it
So
is true.
maybe
Okay.
it is something that you don't need to show any evidence about it because only with the words you can prove like if it is true or false, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is true. Okay. Sometimes when I say uh, something that I tell you, I am tired. I am doing two things in that case. I am doing a constative action, a constative sentence. So I am making a constance. I don't know how to say this, but it is something that I can assure that it is true. Okay? Okay. So, do you have any other question?
No, so I'm sorry, teacher. Just
no,
me
no.
to check if I understood. If you say there is a moon for Earth, so that would be a constative utterance, right?
There is, sorry?
There is a moon for Earth.
Or
There is a moon.
for Earth or for the Earth planet.
Ah, okay. Yes, it could be consulted.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Okay. 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 So, try to fill in these explanations. Try to give examples to each one of them, and then as soon as you are ready, you are going to start developing this one. I don't know, right? So, for example, here the second question says, explain what it means to say that action and words are not entirely distinct, and give an example. Actions and words are not entirely distinct, no son distintas, right? So in that case, I'm going to give you, it is about performing, a clue. What does it mean to say that actions can be performed with words? What are such acts called? So it is again the same questions. It is, if you fill in this information, you are going to answer these questions easily.
No, but it's not that easy.
Yes, it is easy.
The clue is point number 1. That is the key.
Yes, if you develop the key, the point number 1, you can answer these ones, right? So here we have another expression and another thing that it is very important to know, and it is a descriptive fallacy. What is a descriptive fallacy?
Something that needs to be proved.
Yes, and it has to do with the logic. Do you remember when we had our first or second class, I think, that we explained that some propositions are we can say that something is true or false. So there is a logical proposition in there. So they have to need, or they need to have the truth condition, right? The condition of truth. So we have to need, oh sorry, we need a proof in order to see that it is true or not. So we have to verify it. Yep. So the descriptive fallacy help us to understand if it is, or conduces to understand if something is true, but sometimes as it is a fallacy, it could be or it can lead us to have a mistake in some cases, right? So for example, let's see, but if I give you an example, I'm going to give you the answer. In this case, the car is dirty.
Doesn't matter, teacher.
Doesn't matter. But what is the condition for saying that this sentence is true? We can say, okay, we can say true or false. Can we say true or false?
Yes.
Maybe if
Yes.
I am looking the
Yes,
car.
because the car.
Yes, we can say true or false. And let's see the other one. Is right to allow skateboarding on our sidewalks? This is a question. So the intention here changes. Can we say true or false to this question?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
A question cannot be true or false.
Ah, okay.
A question
Only an
never.
statement. Only an statement.
Exactly, only an statement. This one, look at the mess you've made. You just
Yes.
made. Can we say true or false?
Yes, because we can prove that.
No,
No.
it is a command.
That is
This
an
is
imperative sentence.
Because you are
yes,
requesting to this person to look at the
exactly.
Immediately.
You are requesting something, so the speech act here is different. Okay, so you are requesting. So this one cannot be true or false. This one, some of the pages have been torn out.
Yes.
Yes, can you say true or false?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yes, because some of
Yes.
the patients have been torn out. So I
Uh-huh.
got the physical evidence here to notice that.
Okay. Right. So in these cases, all of these cases are descriptive fallacy. But why are they descriptive fallacy? For example, some pages have been torn out. Why are they descriptive fallacy?
For the reason I said, because I got here in my hands the evidence that the patient have been
Yes,
torn
and
out.
we first of all we don't know what we are talking about. We don't have a referent. Yes?
It's what happens in the point B.
Yes. We don't
Because,
have any referent.
yes, and also I think this is kind of opinion, no?
Yeah, could be. But anyway, if you don't have any referent, it becomes into a descriptive fallacy. When we are in the context, maybe it is not a fallacy anymore. Although they don't become a fallacy anymore. We need a referent. Necesitamos un referente. Yes. Si no hay referente, no podemos decir true or false. Or que existe o no existe la situación. Okay. And so on and so forth. When is the deadline for this activity? Let me see. Activity number 2. It is June the 17th. It is more or less in 2 weeks. So I am going to propose, or I propose, this is un performative. I
Yes.
propose you to work on
And the answer
the
is yes.
points. Yes, work on the points, on each one of the points. Yes, and next class in the first hour, I'm going to try to explain what, or to help you if it is
Excellent.
if it is necessary. Okay, but in the next class. The
Thank
next
you.
class also, I am going to do the exercise about the exemplification of speech acts. Okay. When is our next class?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Oh my God, I have a problem next Thursday.
Me too, teacher.
Oh my goodness, I have a problem next Thursday because I am in an event. And I didn't take that into account. What can we do?
Can we do it another day, maybe?
Well, what day is it possible for you?
Because next Monday we have
Tuesday.
Next Monday is a holiday.
yes,
Tuesday.
and we have an encounter of strategies.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, some of us.
Yes.
And Wednesday we have a encounter of practical.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that's my case. I have to attend the other class.
Yes.
Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
Wednesday.
teacher.
Yeah, they
But
yes,
Wednesday, it's
yes, on Wednesday is
We have teacher practical.
How many subjects are you taking?
like 4.
Three at the same time, teacher.
Oh
That's
my
why
God.
they're hard.
Too many. Okay, I don't know if you agree. Anyway, I'm going to record this. We can do the class on Monday. I don't have any problem. I'm going to be at home. You have the class of strategies. What time?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. The
The
teacher,
is
the
going
teacher doesn't say that.
From 9 to
no, the
11.
teacher,
Normally it's 8 o'clock, no?
but she is going to
9
make
to
We
She
can
says she's gonna tell us as soon as we send a job, a work that we gotta turn in by this week. So we don't know yet.
and what I understand is that the teacher said that she is going to divide the whole group
in
in
3
different hours.
in 3 days.
Huh.
Say anything about that. So only the day, but not the hour.
Okay, so on Monday is not possible.
No.
A teacher.
Okay, I cannot on Tuesday, so it could be it could be on Wednesday earlier, could be, or on Friday.
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 I think that Friday.
Friday is better for you,
Yep.
Yes.
at least for the majority. Okay. I apologize if you cannot attend.
Do you have another
Okay, teacher.
activity?
Because I can't.
Okay, don't worry. You can check the video.
The video.
Yeah, you can check the video. Okay.
Or
Yes. Sorry.
it's double work for me.
Yeah. But do you think that 8 is okay or could be earlier?
Which
7.
Sorry?
I think 7 or 7:30 would be great.
It's fine.
7:30, I think, but because most of us we cannot be at 7 in time.
7:30 is okay?
Yep.
Okay, very good.
or maybe which day? Excuse me.
Friday.
Friday.
At 7. Or I think it's fine at the hour.
What time?
Maybe at 7.
So I put it at 7:30. Yeah, because some people arrive from their work, from their job, so it is better at the time. Right?
Right.
Okay, so see you on Friday, and on Friday we work on the two things, the workshop and the video. Yeah, because the thing that worries me more is that the next class is on Monday. This is our last class, and this is like the final presentation you have, right? So you have to start working on these. Please, for this day, for Friday, I don't know, we choose the program that you are going to select. A piece of advice about that: try to select something in which two people or more people are talking, but don't select a very long scene. You have to determine more or less 1 minute is enough.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, but in that minute people must be talking. Okay, 1 minute it's enough or more than enough. Okay, because 1 minute is a lot. I can tell you that 1 minute is much time. Yeah, look for maybe, I don't know, maybe The Simpsons if you like that, maybe Friends, but they have to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can do the exercise that day. Let's start doing like the example or something. Another thing that you have to do for that day is bring. You have the video, you have the minute of the video, so you have to write like the script. You understand what I mean?
Yep.
No.
More or less.
We had to write the script of all the words that they say during the minute.
Yep.
It's the transcript.
A transcription of what they say.
Okay.
In that minute, I mean, if the whole scenes take long 1 minute, I have to make a transcription of the whole dialogue between
Dialogue.
the characters in that minute, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yes, because what we are going to analyze is what they say. So it is important that you have the transcription of what they are saying. Right? Those are the things that we need for next Friday. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
And then we can work a little bit on that thing. Just because on Monday you have to present it. Okay. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for attending tonight. I think that we are going to stop here because it is very late. Okay. See you next time.
Teacher,
See you, teacher.
I like to ask about
teacher.
the grade of the previous workshop.
I haven't checked that yet. What the previous one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I haven't checked that. I'm going to do that this week, and we can discuss about that.
Teacher, and the other thing I want to ask you is about the participating of the
In the forum.
yeah. Did you check it?
I am doing it. So I am going to answer the forum this coming week. The thing is that I have been very busy checking more things, but this week I'm going to check these forums and the exercises. Okay?
And also
Okay.
the opinion we wrote about the absent encounters.
I don't understand.
Yes, for saying something for the first virtual encounter, I get confused about the hour. So I watched the video and I wrote an opinion in the forum.
This is something that I have to take into account, or that I'm going to take into account in order to give you the grade for the attendance of the sessions. Yes,
Okay.
the attendance of the sessions. So I don't think that I'm going to give you a feedback. I'm just going to check what you have said.
Okay.
Okay?
And you are going to give me a grade about it.
I am going to check.
No, teacher, please be kind.
I am going to check. That's the only thing that I can say.
Because this workshop is like in Aramaic or something.
Okay, I'm going to take that into consideration. Right? Okay, guys. So have a good night. Rest.
Okay, teacher.
And
Thank you
work.
very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay,
Remember
thanks.
to work.
All right, night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Until let's start.